Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, and King Dio. Lately, we have seen a lot of retaliation from fans of the Metroid-like genre in regards to Metroid Dread. I've talked a little bit about Hollow Knight fans and how they've delusionally convinced themselves that Hollow Knight is the peak Metroid-like game, that it's better than Metroid, that it's better than the iconic, quintessential progenitor of this genre, one of the all-time great video game genres, but it is by no means the only example of it, right? I've had people try to tell me that Hollow Knight, is better than Metroid for a long time, but there are also other fringe niche groups of people out there, and one of the ones that I seriously did not even really think about is Ori and the Blind Forest, and that kind of that fan base, and that really surprised me because Ori has been in my mind probably one of the most blatant examples of Xbox fanboys hyping up a genre that clearly is not relevant on their console of choice. It's actually really interesting because Ori won all these awards, it got all this attention, but really it can't stand up to decades-old Metroid-like games on Nintendo consoles, right? There are a number of Castlevania and Metroid games that I would say are better than this. And although I enjoy Ori, right, I have a reasonable amount of respect for it, I certainly don't think it's a Game of the Year contender for when it came out. I don't think it was all that relevant, and I certainly don't think that it's better than Dread. And I just sat through a video of someone trying to say, oh man, look at Ori, it's so much better looking than Dread. And it really isn't. Again, I've played both, so I have better experience than this, more experience than this particular person who has not played Dread. And that's the thing that I keep noticing, that it keeps coming back to, is that everyone that I see shitting on Dread or hyping up Ori haven't actually played Metroid. They haven't actually played Metroid Dread, and that's really obvious when you look at just the statements they make and the claims they have and just the opinions they tout. No one would say that Ori is better if you've actually played Metroid. I've always maintained this. Ori is not that special. There's nothing relevant about it. And it's on Switch now, so this isn't purely a platform-oriented thing. Ori simply can't compete with Metroid. And really, I think the only reason Ori was relevant at all was the Xbox exclusivity. This is just... hyping up Ori is really nothing more than blind console fanboyism.